What's going on, man?
And sometimes they run late.
No, I know you're a busy man.
Oh, I just lost your audio.
No, don't tell me that. Am I doing it wrong?
No, we're good. We're good. I got you.
Josh Katz of Badflower. I'm Lyndsey from Rock 100.5 in Atlanta.
Hello.
What's good, man? I've been waiting for you. I feel like this is a first date. I'm very nervous.
Oh, well, that's okay.
This is how the kids do Tinder now. They just like FaceTime and like dry hump and stuff, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm far removed from that now. I'm over 30. I'm refined now.
You know, I skipped the Tinder thing.
That's a good thing.
All of it because I decided to take a career in music where I probably shouldn't be doing any of that stuff.
Look at you. That's awesome. I did too. I bought my husband. I found my husband in the wild. That's what I like to say. I'm new to the whole marriage thing. I just turned 32. I know you just turned 30. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah, dude. It's a great decade. My 20s sucked. Like, it was filled with like self-doubt, and I hated it. Your 30s are where it's at. I'm a couple of years on you, so you're good, man.
I did have the self-doubt. I had all of the bad negative parts about being 20, but I just it's still taking me some time to let go. Just let go. You're done.
Dude, you've accomplished a lot. Props. Hey, it's been over a year and a half since the big debut. Like, not the EP. Okay, I'm Sick debut.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't do that before I was 30.
And you know what? I thought about that when we were writing that record, and I think I was 28 when we were really deep writing it. And I was like, this might be the last thing I put out before I turn 30. And so I have to really make it count in terms of just this is all the stuff that I get to say is from the perspective of somebody in his 20s. And then what's cool is I did get to write. I've written a bunch of songs already for whatever the next release is going to be, aside from 30. Still 29-year-old, which is...
Yeah, let me stop you there. You've celebrated a birthday in quarantine in July, right? Am I right? Mm-hmm. So did you have the drive-through birthday party, like the parade? I want one of those. I'm turning 33 in September. I'm very excited about it.
I know. I didn't have a party. I had to do a bunch of press. That was my whole day.
You're a working man, okay? You're a working man.
Release day, and what's funny is the whole song is about how much I hate the fact that I'm turning 30, and I hate birthdays, and I hate the whole ritual of it. And yet, because I decided that this is what I wanted to do was write this song, release it on my birthday, I had more attention around my birthday than I've ever had in my entire life.
I guess I should mention that you have a new single, and it's awesome, which I'm glad it's awesome because this interview would be 10 times more awkward if I hated it. I've been blasting it nonstop from my smart speaker. You can get it on Spotify and all your streaming devices, or you can buy it if you're old-fashioned. It's called 30, and it's by Badflower. It's by you. Did you record it here in quarantine?
Yeah, we did. I'm in this room, actually. I'm in my studio, and so I did vocals into that, and right here. Dude,
you've got a better rig than me. I've been doing radio from my bedroom closet. They gave me a microphone, and they're like, go in the closet because there's your clothes, and it deafens the noise of the dogs barking and whatnot.
Makes sense, yeah. Well, I've been doing this for so long. Our very first EP we did ourselves in our garage at the time. Our song Heroin, which did pretty well at the radio as well, was done at this house also. And so we've just...
Really?
It's just been something I've always been super passionate about, this side of it, producing and engineering and all that. And so we made that decision even before COVID hit that we were going to make our next record at home.
Are you an engineer? Because your tweet said, what makes you happy is math and music. And I'm like, whoa, back up. I don't do math. I don't even know my times tables. And I know my 5s and my 9s, okay? But you said you're more of a computer nerd.
I am. I like math because I found that I ended up using so much math in my life that I never expected to use. And not most of the stuff that I didn't learn from school, where I was just oh, this has bbeen stored here. Stuff that I went back and relearned because I have the internet, and so I get to do that. But I use it often. I like to build things. I'm a woodworker, and I'll do all kinds of stuff they're usually things to do with the band. Like if there's a set for the stage or for a music video, I'm out there like building it. And I use math a bunch.
Dude, I went to the remedial math classes and I got myself a communications degree. I am the daughter of 2 teachers, and I'm like, hey, I can talk over Led Zeppelin. That's what I'm good at. I wanted to be in theater, and this is like radio to me is performance. It's a way to be really creative with your words, you know?
Well, it's true. It is. It is. I was a theater kid too.
I knew it. I knew it with those vocals. I'm like, this kid, I mean, come on. That's awesome. That's so great that you found an outlet to you know, express your creativity, because that's what's important, man. What we've learned through this quarantine is that the stuff that matters is what's important, and everything else is kind of BS, right? Like, it's been hard without music.
Yeah, well, but there's a bunch of acts or people are releasing amazing stuff right now.
What's your favorite stuff that you're like, other than 30?
My music wise?
Yeah.
Hayley Williams released the best music of 2020. In my
Really?
opinion. Hayley Williams solo stuff is so good to me.
Really? I'll have to dig into that, man. I've got my like vinyl collection. I don't know if you can tell. You're in my living room. Oh, I'm gonna fall. It's Local H, Zoso, and Metallica Ride the Lightning. Those are your options. I love a good 2-piece, so Local H is
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I can tell you're big on the rock, and so you might not dig the Hayley Williams stuff because it's not rock at all. I don't listen to a lot of rock music.
Really?
No. Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's it feels like authentically me, and that's what's important, is being authentic, you know, all the time. But you write great rock music. I don't, you know.
Well, I love performing it. I love the sound and feeling of it. I'm a little bit disappointed in the genre as of late. I think that a lot of, this is how I feel. I think that a lot of genres of music just like evolved and changed and got so big, and that's why they're so popular. And now people are like, how come the Grammys doesn't mention rock bands? I don't think nobody's really like changing the game in this arena. It's just like there's a lot of bands who are just status quo, like this works, and they're still playing to like an older fan base, and it's not really evolving and hitting the younger generation. And not that I'm like setting out to do that specifically, because I feel like I can revive the genre. I just enjoy guitars. I enjoy heavy music. And I'm putting my own spin on it as often as I can that I feel like is relevant for today, like that matters right now. And that's like,
it's not necessarily rock. You're not putting yourself in that box, because when I heard 30, I'm like, okay, this is very loud and different from, say, Ghost. But you have that crescendo too. So I'm like, this guy knows everything. He can do it. He can pull it off in his living room or recording studio.
It's the master bedroom, technically, of the house.
Master bedroom. You can't say that anymore. It's not a master bedroom. It's weird, man, but we have to use our words carefully. I'm trying to figure that out. I screw up a lot as a white person. I'm just like, I'm trying to do the right thing. 2020 is a weird place to be. This is where I live.
I think anybody, though, who like gets genuinely offended for you saying something like that, like if the word changes, that's fine. And if that makes people feel better, fuck them, though.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's not the word, man. It's the intention behind it. How do you feel in your heart, you know?
I forgot what it was, but somebody was talking about everything happening today and like the woke culture, everything that's going on. And somebody said, I thought was so important, and I even forget who it was, but we're in the symbolic stage of it right now. Like where people are calling out things that are just like symbols to real things. And not enough people are focusing on the actual things because it's easier to target the symbols. Like you shouldn't say the word master bedroom. Really, that's just a symbol of something that existed. It's not by you saying master bedroom, you're racist. Of course you're not. But they're calling out the symbolism, and we need to see it, and hopefully we'll see it happen more, where people like stop worrying so much about the symbols and start worrying more about the actual ways that we're raising our children, and you know, all these little subtle things that are very systemic things that we don't realize we're doing. And relax on like the shaming for that stuff. That's kind of why I had an eye roll moment there, because it was just like, I understand everything that's happening, but there are two different versions of change, and the one that we see the most on like social media and stuff, to me and to whoever this person was, is very symbolic, and it's not necessarily attacking in the right places. The intention's in the right place, like it's all the right thing,
You're missing the spot. You can take all the Golden Girl episodes you want off the TV, but you know, we have to go after the important thing.
You know, actual racists, and exactly right. That's the point. So yeah, do it all, I suppose. And like, I don't fucking care. I don't care if you change my language and the words. Who cares? It's like it's all made up anyway.
It's been such a divisive time. Like, I find that like people like that I really looked up to, you know, and I'm just like, oh, you're terrible. I didn't know that. Okay, and you have to move on. You have to like distance yourself from I don't know, the people that drag you down on the internet. Facebook is like, yeah, but you know, you have to find your niche and the people that like make your soul feel good, and you know, like.
And also, people need to remember that people change, and we need to not, you know, I see somebody get canceled every day, multiple people a day, like artists. And I personally, as an artist and somebody who really cares, I care about morality. I care to do good, but I also care to like be edgy and be myself, and recognize the fact that I make mistakes and not be afraid of them, or try to bury anything about myself. I don't know. All of it kind of freaks me out when I look at it, and I think, do I really even want to do this? You know, I have certain songs that I just know are going to offend people. It's not because it's like, you know, I wrote a song hating on Donald Trump and that pissed off the Donald Trump supporters. Like, we all saw that coming. But I'm also going to piss off the left at times. Like, I'm going to piss off everybody. Because
you're doing a good job, Josh. You're doing a great job. You know that some would say that your art is meaningful. Then you're being authentic.
Yeah, I think so too. And I care about my opinions, and I want to keep having them. And if I actually fuck up, or if I actually have an opinion that's wrong, I want people to be able to call me out, but then also appreciate that we're all very different. You know, it's crazy. I don't even know. I don't know how long we're able to do this, because I know I have.
I don't know. You're the one that tells me what to do. I don't know. I'm just recording this.
God, what was I just gonna say? And now I already forgot my point.
You're
I guess
really great.
Because it's so in my face constantly, and I forgot. What was I just saying?
20 million views on YouTube's for Ghost.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, dude. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
I tell you, it's really, really, really hard to listen to that song for me because of my my encounters with trauma. It's really hard for me. And kind of similar to like Chris Cornell. Like when I hear like Soundgarden or Audio Slave now, it's very hard for me. That must mean something, that you're saying something in that community and talking to people that way.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. I've heard that about a few songs on a record, actually, that people are just, I love it so much, but I can't do it. And I think that's fine. That's okay. It's helpful for some people, and maybe it's not helpful for other people, and that's up to you to decide whether or not you want to consume.
Dude, you're making the music, like I said, that's authentic to yourself. And I don't know when you were supposed to be here in August, but I believe you were supposed to be here like right now with 311 and Incubus.
Yeah.
Not to push the dagger in, but do you have a rain check with any of the guys in Incubus? Is Brandon Boyd your bestie yet? Have you met the guy?
No, you know what? I have a funny story, because I met him once a long time ago.
I'm blushing right now.
A couple of festivals together, and I could have gone and like reintroduced myself. But when I was younger, I was like a kid. I went to this event that the guitarist was having, where he put on he had like a symphonic concert. He like wrote symphony music. This is the thing that happened in LA. I don't know if you ever heard about this, but
yes,
once. And for whatever reason, I just had friends who were sort of in the right circles to get tickets to this thing, because it was very exclusive. And I was a teenager. I was like 15, maybe.
It's 16. Like the Make Yourself days or something like that, or
yeah. You know. And then I went and I sat down, and I was an Incubus fan, mind you. Like, I've been an Incubus fan, but it was back in the days where like I'd never seen a concert. I didn't even know what they looked like. I listened to their music, and for whatever reason, the ticket that I got for this thing was a seat next to Brandon Boyd.
What? Did you go? Were you like, I'm here? I'm your best friend.
Like, I'd been listening to their music, but I didn't know what he looked like. And I sat down, and then people were jumping over me and clawing to get his autograph. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And
Did he have a shirt on? Like, that should have been your indicator.
Eventually I asked somebody who was like trying to get his autograph. I was like, who is he? Like, boy, it's a singer. And I was like, oh. And I sat next to him all the time, and I remember just like making small talk. I was like, so what is this that we're about to watch? Like, what is it? And I remember him being really sweet. I never expected that there would be this full circle moment where they would ask us to tour with them. And I can't wait to tell him that story because I've never told him that story.
Oh, well, that's exciting, man. We can't wait to see you. It's going to happen eventually. I mean, you know, we've got a year to kill. I mean, we're 5 months deep into this. Let's go another year. I'm fine. I've got enough pajamas. We're fine. Thank you so much, Josh, for talking to me, man. It's great to see you for the first time in the flesh, kind of. Oh, that's the thunder. There's like a storm coming on. So maybe that's my ending. Josh, where do your plans take you this year for the rest of the year?
I'm going to be in this room.
Okay.
I'm cooped up writing music and hopefully releasing stuff soon.
We're really excited to see it. If you need me, Zoom me. We're connected now. I certainly appreciate your time. Josh Katz of Badflower. We love you, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Appreciate it, man.
Mm-hmm.